Thank you for being here tonight, or in the morning, wherever you are in the world, and whenever you are listening to this. Thank you for taking the time. Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, hi everybody, and thank you to Erik for giving this opportunity to me and reaching out to me all the way across to Canada. My name is Angela Martini, and I'm born and raised in Austria originally, but I've been living in Canada for a long time, and so it is actually lunchtime for me today. So would you like me to go right into my story, tell you a little bit about
what is your background? What did you do before you started the business?
So before I started network marketing, I was in health and wellness. I was actually a dental hygienist, so science background. I've also been in the fitness industry for over 30 years. I'm in my 50s, but I still today actually teach fitness classes. I was a trainer in the past, and so fitness and a healthy lifestyle have always been my passion. I've been an entrepreneur my entire life, all different ventures, from flipping homes to you name it, always looking for multiple income streams, and also very passionate about really helping and serving people, I guess. And I also had a company before I went into network marketing full time. I had an interior design company. So experience in business, experience in health and wellness, dealing with people, that kind of thing.
Okay, great. When did you join in network marketing?
So I joined a company about 6 years ago. Truly honest, I was in my late 40s, and I saw a friend of mine have phenomenal results with a product line. And knowing what I know about the fitness industry, the health industry, her results weren't typical. And I looked at her and I went, wow, whatever you have, this is what I need. This is exactly how I started. I didn't care how much it cost. I didn't even ask what it was. I said, I am starting that night. And that's how I started. So initially it was a product experience that led for me to, make some body composition changes. It actually allowed me to also do a fitness competition in my late 40s, which was one of the things I always wanted to do, was on the bucket list. And then not really until about a year and a half later, after going to an event, I have to say, we always hear about this in this industry, is when my eyes were open to this industry. I was one of those people that said, I'll buy the products, but I would never look at the business model. I thought I knew better. And really until I got exposed to the industry, got exposed to an event, heard from stage, these phenomenal stories, saw these stories of transformation, I thought, well, why not me? So that's how it started.
And can you tell our listeners about the level of success you're having right now?
So I'm a multiple six-figure earner in this business. I initially started doing this really very part-time alongside a business, a family, and still today, I have lots of other things going on in my life. And I have family as well, which is number one priority. And that's what I love about network marketing, especially for women. We find these slots and little pockets of our life where we just, we get to work. We're these multitasking kind of girls, right? And so, but to be honest with you, my ambitions have really, really changed in the last few years. And I've really understood the opportunity internationally as well. So, so I know that my business is going to grow exponentially in the next couple of years. My own personal downline, I've got about 5,000-6,000 people right now. And like I said, I haven't even really turned on the jets, but I am in the top 50 income earners in my company in the country, and top 1%, overall in the company. So that's where we are right now.
Wow. I think a lot of our viewers would really like to be where you are now. And can you tell our viewers what kind of chances they have when they start out in network marketing?
Here's what I personally love about network marketing, and having worked with my team of people. I believe that network marketing is the great equalizer of all people. Look, I'm talking to a 19-year-old. I'm almost 53. People in my business range from your age, Erik, all the way up to the aging population. The number one income earner in my company today is almost 90 years of age. So it's the great equalizer of people. And it always comes down to the same thing. It is, can we grow ourselves as people? Can we develop ourselves as leaders? Can we dig in and work hard? Can we be consistent enough? And can we just not quit too soon. You know, it's the kind of thing, it is always the work that we do in ourselves that is first and foremost. And, you know, you reach levels in network marketing, it doesn't matter where you are right now. It doesn't matter, because I tell you, it is when you make that decision that, you know, being where you are right now, or the pain of being where you are right now is just greater than not doing what you know you can do, and just never giving up. In this profession, the greatest gift is who you become, who you get to be, who you step into being, and it's always about how can you work on this mindset every single day. It determines the size of your business, determines the size of leaders that you will attract. So it really starts with each and every one of us, and each and every one of you watching this today has the same opportunity. Absolutely. The same box arrives at your home, the same opportunity arrives at your home. It's what you decide to do with it.
Wow. And can you tell us about the part that social media plays in your business?
So, yeah, and it's interesting because as someone my age, you'd think, you know, how does social media really work? And I'll tell you, 5 years ago, or sort of when I really started looking at this business a little bit more seriously, I wasn't even on Facebook. I wasn't even on social media at all. So I had to learn a lot. But I will tell you that it plays a tremendous part in my business. I am getting better and better all the time and figuring it out. I'm on various social media channels, and I've lots of team members in my team, especially the younger team members, that are really working with social media and actually getting most of their leads and most of their hits, you know, into their business or interest level from social media. So I would say become an absolute student of this, and don't think that is not going to be. It has to be part of your business. Having said that, though, when you attract people to you on social media, and what's important is that you know who you are, you decide who you talk to, who is your ideal customers, you become very clear. We can't serve all people. We serve, you know, the right avatar, that right customer. So figure out who that is, and it's typically you. You know, you're speaking to yourself. You know that person's life if you're living it. So really figure that out very clearly, very consistent, again, clear messaging. And then have a very clear offline strategy. So when someone messages you, you have a strategy of how you follow up with that person, which takes me to follow up. The fortune is in a follow-up, right? So yes, social media has a tremendous role, and it's going to continue to have a tremendous role. And number two, have a clear follow-up strategy, and really do become a master at following up.
Wow. A little bit moving on that topic, can you give our viewers 5 tips what they need to do when they start this business?
What you need to do is you need to decide immediately, and you need to be treated as a business right from the get-go. Even if it's part-time, you know, and I would say, unless you have 10 hours a week to really devote to it, you know, and who doesn't have 10 hours to devote to it, right? To be honest, at the very beginning, and so just kind of break that down a little bit, you have to give something up, typically, to make that happen. A lot of people, you know, most people in network marketing when they start out, and if you are looking to this as a serious income stream, you got to devote some serious time. So 10 hours a week, and that is 10 hours a week where you are doing your really your income producing activities, where you are creating your list, where you're talking to your people, where you're following up with people, where you're growing your social media exposure. So really getting serious. That's number one, taking it serious right from the get-go. Number two, find a way to mind your mindset. What you bring to it every day is who you're going to attract. Continually be a student. Read everything you need to know. Follow the greats in this business, and immediately get systemized. Find a system of how you speak to people, online, offline, how you introduce them to your opportunity, how you follow them along first in your opportunity. If it's a product, how are you going to support them on the product? How are you going to expose them to not just the product they came in with, but how are you going to expose them to grow your order basket so they know everything that's on the table? And immediately decide for them, don't decide for them what they get to see. Expose them to the product and expose them to the opportunity, even if they come to you for product, okay? So take it seriously, devote some time, mind your mindset, have strategies how to onboard people, Okay, and have strategy how you follow along with them immediately. I think those are the most important things. And immediately get yourself to an event, and accountability. You got to find somebody that you're accountable to right from the get-go, and don't make it someone that's easy on you. You need someone that is like is going to hold you to it, because this business is easy to do and it's easy not to do. So don't kid yourself. This is a business, and we got to treat it as that right from the get-go. And all these things are really, really important right from the get-go. And they continually are going to be the same things. If you think that, I've signed up some people and okay, things are getting going, you know what? This will never change. The fundamentals in this business will never change. And so just get into a real serious mindset about the seriousness of this business. Is treat it as such from the beginning and right all the way through your business career in this.
Wow. Now we have spoke about things people have to do. Do you also have some things they better avoid doing while doing the business?
Oh, I have lots of lessons. So when I came into this business, and I really don't like the term upline, but people understand that term. I didn't have an upline. So the person that started in the business with me was as green as I was. So we came in very green. We have nobody upline to us. So we learned it all from the get-go. One of the things I will tell you right now is you need to value your time. You need to give your time to people that deserve your time, don't need your time. Most of us come into this business and, like myself, I became a student of it. I gave up TV. I gave up certain things in order to get up to speed, to get my skill level up so I could be effective. And what I noticed at the beginning is, because I was so green to it, is I allowed people to take my time without them doing what I did, without them educating themselves. So make sure that if people come to you and say, you know what, I want to do this as a business, make sure that they prove to you that they're worth your time. Make sure that they commit themselves to an event and show you they have tickets. Make sure that give them homework. I always find I give people homework and a timeline. That tells you right away about the seriousness of a person. People can say a lot, but it's about what they do. So value your time. That is number one. And I'll tell you one thing else, as your business grows and as your attraction factor grows and as leaders grow in your business, you need to make sure that you also take rest times in this business, because this is a business of energy and attraction. And if you are low, you can just run this business from an empty well. So really value your time. Make sure that the right people are given time to, and that you take recovery time where you can fill yourself back up so you can be that person that brings in that next great leader.
Okay, thank you. If you look back at the start of your business from now, what would you have done differently?
Okay. I would have done differently exactly what I've done now, which is not give up so much of my time. There was times in my business where the business grew and leaders came in, but I was still always the biggest leader in it, or the most advanced leader in it. And there was times when I spent more time with the team in manage mode than in recruiting mode. And so I would say to you right now, and I know that right now, I as a leader and you as a leader, you need to always devote about 80% of your time to recruiting new people, training the new ones, recruit and train, and allow those people in your downline that are saying they're raising their hand, allow them to step into leadership and let them show you that they're stepping into leadership. So I would say that's the most important thing, is not letting go of the most important piece in this business. The lifeblood of this business is new people. And I know that myself, when that brand new person starts to onboard that person, that excitement, that energy, when they sign up their first couple of people, that's where your energy needs to go always. That is the fundamental. That's the fundamental piece right there. Makes it or breaks your business.
How do you see the future of yourself and your team?
You know what? I have to say the future is pretty bright for me. Given that this is a global opportunity, and so many of you are in companies that are globally expanding. And for myself, I started my business in North America, primarily in Canada. Now it is in 12 countries, and I have people already in all of those countries in my business. But for me, and for my team, we're going to expand into Europe. So that is the excitement for me as European. And I look forward to that. And I've really noticed in the last little while, as I stepped into creative leadership myself, the leaders have come in. And because of that, it's exponentially growing. So that's the excitement of it. The excitement of it is that this industry is growing up. And that we are now, we're a $182 billion industry worldwide. We are in an industry that is only but growing. And if you look at the stats across the world, more people are looking for this. Young people are looking for this. So my excitement is that I feel like we've just begun in this industry. I know, Erik, you grew up in this industry, but I feel like we've just begun. And so many people are awakened to this possibility. And so I think that's the excitement. And if you are growing a business, if you're just starting out, don't be shy. Don't make assumptions about who might want to look at this. Just open yourself up to this possibility. Get yourself educated and your beliefs so high that when you speak to those people, they go, wow, this is going somewhere and I can be proud of it. So first and foremost, there's beliefs that you need to work on. And this is a little tip for you. We always talk about the beliefs that need to foster. Believe in your company, the products, the compensation plan. The belief in network marketing, that is a big one. The belief in yourself that you can do this. But I am going to implore you to belief number 6. Nobody ever talks about belief number 6. And belief number 6 is the make it or break it belief. Believe in yourself making it in network marketing. You need to get that up, because when you walk around trying to recruit people from a belief level of 5 or 6 or 7 in any of those, you're going to attract those kinds of people. You got to get that belief up. So whatever that is, get to work in these next couple of weeks and get it up high. I will tell you, my belief level is so high in all these levels, and I keep filling it up by reading, by going to events. I have never stopped going to events. You need to do that too, because you need to always be rubbing up against people that already have done more than you have, Be around people that are already at a higher level than you to call you up to that level, right? To challenge you to that next level. So that's where I'm at. That belief level needs to be high, high, high. And with that comes so much excitement. And I tell you, this is the industry to be in. We are in a world where people are getting open to online shopping. In Canada, we've had some terrible, in the area I live in, 140,000 people lost their jobs in my province in the last year. And network marketing grows in these industries at these times. So just know that you are always in the right place. Maybe 10 years ago was the best time, but you know what? Today is the best time. So just get started. And there is so many people that have never heard about this or don't know about this. There's people in companies that have not yet found their home. Maybe you have that opportunity for them that becomes their home where people can step in. So I'm sorry, I get very excited about this.
It's great. It's great to have you on this call. One last question. How did your business and the network marketing industry grow you as a person?
Oh, wow. I tell you, I have spent years in personal development. And so I came to it from an experience level, but I'll tell you the 10 years prior to network marketing, where I've done network personal development, I think this is the place for personal development. I cannot tell you how much I've grown, how much this has helped me even in my personal life, in my relationships with my husband. Our marriage has been enriched by this. I have 16-year-old daughters, and just like you, Erik, they're growing up now in this environment, in this conversation. That is really where the goal is. And I've talked to and been with people that are 7-figure earners in this business and beyond. And I'll tell you, their biggest and my biggest payoff in this has been the person I have become and the person that I'm going to become. I am excited about that. And I'll tell you, there's days when, we hear about all the great things in network marketing. We need to also tell the truth. This isn't always easy. You're going to have wall-kicking moments. You have these moments where you might even think about quitting. You might even think I am just not good enough. This is not for me. But this is not the time to stop. This is the time where you pick up another great book. This is the time where you go and listen to a podcast. This is the time where you call a friend and get some support. This is the time where you work on you. And I tell you, that is the biggest payoff. I can't wait. I feel like I've only scratched the surface, and I feel like I've come so far, but I feel like I've only scratched the surface. So I will urge you and each and every one of you that, in this world too, and I don't know, Erik, I'm assuming you also have an audience of young people. I have seen young people into network marketing, and 7 out of 10 people coming into network marketing are now between 18 and 35. It is going to grow our world to become a better place, because young people that step into this world, I found, are people that also want to contribute. Yes, you want to make money. Yes, you want to have a better lifestyle. Yes, you don't buy into the 40-40 plan. You don't want to be working like some of us did. But you know what? Also look at this as a place for contribution. Contribution, because when you earn more, you can give more. When you become more, you give more. You become that person that takes that leadership role, and others will follow you. It is a responsibility that we have. And I would just say to you, never quit. Keep working on it. Keep growing. And if you don't have the money right now to come to some of these big events, there's live tickets that you can get, right? There is, there's maybe somebody in your town that you can go and listen to that feeds you back up again. Maybe there's somebody in your company that you can have a call with that builds you back up again, builds your belief up again. That's where you need to start. And this is like nothing else you will ever experience in your life if you just hang in there long enough. So go for it. Just go for it.
Wow. Thank you for giving us this tremendous amount of value in this call. And I want to thank you for your time and to be on this call. And I hope to see you on another call sometime.
Oh, I'm sure we will. And I want to tell you, I just met Erik online, and from what I know already about this young man, I would really get behind his vision. And I know he has a global vision for young people and for all of us who embrace this profession. And that's what we need today. As a mom of teenagers, I don't necessarily buy into the plan of going to school. I'm not saying that I don't want my children to go to school. I do want them to get an education. But I buy into creating our own economy. And I really value Erik for stepping up and doing what you're doing. And I know you're going to do great things in the world. So I really appreciate being part of this call. And I appreciate you that you've reached out to me. And I'm going to share this with my team. I'm going to share with them who you are. And I know that you're going to take your vision hopefully global across the pond over here to North America as well. So thank you to each and every one of you. And I wish you all the very best in your network marketing career.